I want to thank my colleagues for anchoring tonight's CBC Special Order on Entrepreneurship in the Black Community. Since 1963, the President of the United States has issued a proclamation designating a week which the country applauds the critical contributions of American entrepreneurs and small business owners. Annually, we recognize the fact that though they are called small businesses, there is nothing small about the impact they have on the nation's economy. Last year, small businesses created nearly 700,000 jobs, accounting for 40% of employment gains across companies of all sizes nationwide. So it is fair to say that small businesses are the backbone of our economy, and entrepreneurship is still the primary pathway to realizing the American dream. This is particularly true in the Black community. The heart of the entrepreneurship is opportunity. And historically, Black entrepreneurship has meant opportunities for equality, equity, and a vehicle out of poverty. Throughout the years, Black entrepreneurs have harnessed economic power to strengthen the Black community, create jobs, and develop a voice to advocate for well-being of Blacks in America. After the Civil War, though employment prospects were slim for former enslaved men, Isaac Myers organized 1,000 Black ship caulkers who had lost their jobs in Baltimore, created a union, bought a shipyard, and won a government contract to provide employment for these men. In 1903, Maggie Lena Walker pooled her community's money together to charter the St. Luke's Penny Savings Bank. This bank was for the community, by the community, and provided a safe and courteous place to conduct business away from the racism and harsh treatment often encountered in white-owned businesses. In 1906, a young entrepreneur by the name of Dr. O.W. Gurley bought 40 acres of land in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He created and supported the creation of several businesses which attracted African Americans fleeing the oppression in Mississippi. The area became known as Black Wall Street and was a home to several prominent Black businesses, created jobs, and provided a safe haven for African Americans who were banned from other sections of the town. We well know that Madam C.J. Walker revolutionized Black hair care and was America's first Black female millionaire. However, she also used her financial power to contribute to anti-lynching campaigns and other efforts to equalize rights for Blacks in America. These are a few of the countless examples of Black entrepreneurs who, through their businesses and their philanthropic efforts, have empowered the Black community through their business efforts. And these efforts, as well as their relevance, continue today. It is estimated that by the year 2015, Black buying power will be $1.1 trillion. In this economy where the Black unemployment rate is double that of whites and the income and wealth gap persistently intersects with the race gap, Black entrepreneurship is more important than ever in helping the community at large. More than 60 cents of every dollar spent at local businesses is recirculated into the local economy. So local Black-owned businesses are a true asset to the community. As a member of the Committee on Small Business, I've worked to strengthen the SBA's lending programs and increase access to capital for all populations, but especially minorities and women. I will also be introducing two key pieces of legislation to assist small businesses as well. Recognizing the nation's energy boom and green energy potential, this legislation ensures that green small businesses have the resources to grow their business and hire more workers, especially in low-income communities. This effort will help black businesses and the other marginalized populations remain competitive in the small business arena. Small businesses and entrepreneurship fuel the engine for economic growth and opportunity. For the black community, that means lower unemployment, higher college attendance and completion, and strong outcomes for the present and the future. Consequently, there is no time to waste in getting our small businesses up and running. I will continue to be an outspoken advocate in empowering entrepreneurs to take risks, to pursue their dreams, and to continue to be an integral part of growing this nation's economy. And Mr. Speaker, before I take my seat, I'd just like to talk a minute about my entrepreneurial experiences back in the mid-'70s when my uncle William Payne, a former assemblyman from the state of New Jersey, created a business in 1969 that manufactured computer forms, the old printed sheets that we used to use that had the holes down the side. I'm sure some of us remember that are old enough. But we were the only African-American firm in the nation, in Newark, New Jersey, that manufactured computer forms. And the challenges that my uncle faced in business were great. He would have to pay for his raw materials ahead of time and not given the normal net 30 days or 60 days in order to manufacture your product and sell it. He had to come with a certified check, and there was no reason than the color of his skin. So I understand what it is to have your back against the wall in terms of trying to make it in this nation. But he persevered, and we were in business for 20 years. And so I'm very proud of that legacy that he left behind. He was hiring people with handicaps back in those days. Our forklift driver was actually hearing impaired, deaf. But he worked. He was a great worker, and he did not let that get in the way of him being a useful person in society and earning his way. We also, in the 70s, were ahead of the curve in terms of hiring young men coming back from prison in the 70s, far before reentry was the word of the day. So I'm very proud of that legacy and heritage there in Newark, New Jersey with Urban Data Systems, and that is why I feel so strongly about continuing to support small businesses throughout this nation. And I yield back the balance of my time.
Thank the distinguished gentleman from